that recording later today. I just started it and I wanted to give a shout out to our amazing Google partners. So take a look at this list and see whose area you're around, because they are truly vested in your success. So if you're around the Austin area, Score Austin can help you. Texas State SBDC can help you in Austin. Dallas Independent School District. If you're in Victoria, or Victoria, University of Houston, Victoria, but if you're closer to Corpus Christi, then Del Mar SBDC can help you. You also see if you're near in the Southern Illinois area, College Lake County, Illinois, SBDC is in the house too. So we've got a lot of wonderful partners here, and they are the ones who invited you. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in, everybody, because we need to get started. And today we're talking about how you can use YouTube to grow your business. If you see the blue link in the middle, that's everything small business regarding Google. If you want to connect with me outside of here, feel free to do that. I love to connect with you on socials. You'll see me at Maria Duran or at Marketing Coach Maria on Instagram. Okay, everybody. Deep breaths. If you have a YouTube channel, drop it right now into that chat box, because we know people are watching YouTube. Over 2 billion viewers. All right. It is where people go to discover. So the big thing about Google and YouTube to know is that YouTube is the #1 search engine in the world. And the reason it's #1 is because of information that you put in. That's correct. The #2, though, search engine in the world is YouTube. And it's important for us to know that, because it's also the second social network in the world. And as a small business, it's a great place where eyeballs already are. So if you get people looking where you're at, you can save tremendous time, energy, and money in capturing their attention. It takes a tremendous amount of time, energy, and money to get people who are looking over here and getting them to look over here. So instead of you having to bridge that already as your first obstacle or challenge as a small business, you can reach them through YouTube. Now, let me put all of this into perspective real quickly. A lot of people are in love with TikTok. It's great. It's fun. I mean, I see TikTok, Instagram Reels, and I see people repurpose their videos. The thing is, in TikTok, and I'm a big fan of TikTok, that every day there are 1 billion people there are 1 billion views there every day in TikTok. 1 billion. In YouTube. And we know that YouTube has long form video, sometimes it's 15, 20, 30 minutes. It could be a session like today, 45 minutes. So they're long videos. And then there are shorts, which are 60 seconds, hard stop at 60, and they are very short. Well, just the shorts videos, there are 50 billion views a day. That's not including any long form video. That is just YouTube shorts. TikTok, 1 billion. YouTube, 50 billion. And it also its search results, because it is connected to Google, will show up in Google search and maps. So this is important for us to know. We're talking today about creating your YouTube channel. I see a lot of people actually dropping their YouTube channel here, which is awesome. Stephanie, hello. Oh, I've got to say hi to Stephanie. Thank you for being here, Stephanie. I'm excited to see you again. It's been a little bit, and I love that you participate in our program. So thank you for being here, Stephanie. And I saw you just drop the Dallas ISD YouTube channel, Dallas ISD MWBE. So thank you. Yes, YouTube is so powerful in that, and it's a great chance for you to get some visibility. So you can create your YouTube channel. So yes, Maria, you can create and add videos to your channel. You could do YouTube shorts, and we're going to talk about how you can promote your videos with ads. But understand this, I'm going to talk about the free portion of ads, because I'm about free or small fee. You'll find I'm a bootstrap marketer. I've been in business for a little over 20 plus years. I've earned the Texas Governor's Excellence in Small Business Award, and it's because I understand the importance of what every buck needs to do. It needs to do a lot of lift to getting you closer to your goal. So because of that, unless you have everything already maxed out and optimized and using the free tools, I don't talk about promoting till you actually have all that together. Because if you don't have your branding and everything together, then all you're promoting is a jumbled mess. And if that's what you promote, people will leave it in a moment and they won't come back. You don't get a second chance. So we need to make sure that we're aligned with our brand and that we're communicating what we want and we're telling the stories that we need that are getting us closer to our goal or lifting that bottom line. So as we create our YouTube channel, but there are, just so you remember, there are some free portions or small fee portions of YouTube ads that you can use. And I will talk about that, okay, how you can max out and prepare for ads. So as you create your YouTube channel, and for those of you that have a channel, because I see so many amazing people that drop their channel there, do know that, yes, I'm going to go over how to create because there are some people who don't have a channel here. But take this as a moment to use it as a checklist to let me look to make sure that I've optimized and I've not done anything in my channel that could be preventing it from growing up and just blowing up. Okay, so as you look and you sign into YouTube, you go to youtube.com, you'll see that sign in on the right, and now you can create a channel. You see Google gives you two opportunities, or YouTube gives you two opportunities to create a channel there. So you can find it from the drop-down icon at the far right, or create a channel that will pop up when you get there. So here's the thing to know is to customize your channel is super important because brand consistency helps us build trust. When we see the same logo on Facebook, on a LinkedIn company page, on Instagram, on TikTok, when we see that same logo and now we see it in YouTube, that gives us a chance to really see and remember what we saw and also have confidence that this isn't just some business that's fly by night coming in for just a moment. This is some business with longevity. There is consistency, and in consistency and branding, you build trust. All right. And then you can see when you're in YouTube Studio, you can upload a video. So in that drop down icon at the top right of your YouTube channel, you'll see the option to be able to also launch YouTube Studio. And that is where you can customize everything. So we're going to talk a little bit about layout right now because this is one of the places that people don't look, that there might be something that's not quite right and it's throwing them off by just a bit on how they can reach and be seen more within YouTube, and of course by their best target audience. So when you're laying out your channel, it's important for you to know that you get a video spotlight, and you actually get two. So you see two right there. When you look under the video spotlight dots that are heading over to the middle of the screen that looks like a laptop, you'll see a channel trailer. It is just what it sounds like, everybody. It's a trailer. It's that sneak peek, just like we see the trailers in the movies. It's that sneak peek of what people can expect. What are they going to get if they hit that subscribe button, tap that bell, whatever you ask them to do? What is it that you are promising to show them? And then you also have a featured video. So what's that? That's different from the trailer. The trailer is the sneak peek. The actual featured video, that is where you tell them thank you, and then you let them know exactly what to expect. So yes, it is much like marketing. You tell them what you're going to tell them, you tell them again, and you tell them what you told them. So you're teasing them, letting them know, hey, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, you're gonna get this amazing information about this that helps this target audience. Then in the featured video, you're saying, thank you for subscribing. You can count on us. So every Thursday, you're gonna see this. You're gonna get this kind of information. So it's a chance for you to start that personal relationship with your potential customers. Now know that here, and I live in the Midland, Odessa area, in the West Texas area. Do you know that I was on TV for a while as the business coach? I mean, it's been 16 years since I've been on TV, but people still see me today and they'll go, oh, I remember you on TV, or I just saw you yesterday. It's been 16 years. But the reason I bring that up is because it's a very personal relationship when people see you on their 5.5-inch screen mobile or their smart TV. They feel like they're having a conversation with you. So it's important for us to ask and then say thank you. That is a great way for us to stand out. And you'll see that there are featured sections, right? Featured sections that actually show up there where you can feature different things. This helps you with YouTube SEO because you can organize your channel in a much more purposeful way. Now, by default, it is YouTube Shorts, the latest thing that you just uploaded, and then it says upload. So it's the latest videos or videos that might match the person who's searching, and then also now it's uploads. You can customize that, and every title, so you customize that by creating playlists, which are like shelves. So if you're looking at your channel, it's like bookshelves under your actual featured video, and it gives them an idea of what you're going to talk about. You can put headlines or labels to each of your playlists, which gives them a better chance, and it also gives the search engine a chance to figure out what it is that you need and to match whether or not you are what people are searching for. So understand Google's algorithm is built on 3 pillars, and this is the same for YouTube. And one of them is relevancy. How well do you match what people are searching for? Are you using the words that they are searching for and things that they need? So as you brand your channel, remember what I said about that profile picture or that logo, how well it needs to actually match your brands across all different platforms. I need to be able to see that and know that's you instantly. And you can do the same with your banner image. And what's nice is it adjusts to any device. All right, I see a question here. You versus YouTube brand channel. Oh yes, why there's two? Are they one and the same? No, actually they're not one and the same. So Maria had a question here about the YouTube channel and a YouTube brand channel. So your YouTube channel, what I'm showing you right here, is one YouTube channel, but a brand can actually have many YouTube channels. So you could have a brand channel for, let's say I'm doing a channel about DIY DIY home repair. All right. But then I want to do another channel about how to shop and how to budget for DIY and how to do budget spreadsheets. So it may be a little bit different. It could be that my husband has a channel. You know, he's all about the Duran Ranch and what we do painting here. By the way, we have a house, but we call it the Duran Ranch. Okay. Just so you know, it's what we love to do. But also, it might be he has something that he's covering. I'm covering something else. So his DIY on how you fix up the Duran Ranch compared to mine, which is about marketing and small business, are totally different, right? So it could be under that, but it could all be under the Duran Brand LLC, which would be our business. Okay, so it could be set up that way. I hope that gives you a better picture of what that means, Maria. So your custom information, your channel name, and I'm going to show you a live demo of this so you can actually see this in the works if the internet gods will play friendly with us. So as you look and customize, you can see the channel name, handle, and description. Remember about consistency. Keep it very consistent. So I was working with a business that had different conjugations of its name. Like instead of Texas, it had TX. And what I was explaining is when you can put constant, so consistent, if you're using TX on Twitter and you use TX on Instagram and TX on TikTok, then use TX on actually YouTube. Make it consistent because that helps people feel comfortable and that it's familiar. Plus, you give a chance to describe, and in your description, use those words that people are searching for your product, service, or solution, or why you have the channel. Look at the words that they either put in your reviews, because in their actual reviews to you, they are letting you know what matters most. That's what they talk about in their reviews. And if you don't have any reviews, read your competitors' reviews, because your competitor, it'll give you a chance to see what could possibly woo them or get them to look over at you. You also have a chance to put your channel URL, which is you can put the actual channel that you have here on YouTube, but you can also put links to your website and other contact info. Understand you have a few bits of text before that. So it says website, and then you could put your website link. Well, we know what links are, and we know when we hover over things that we click on that. We know that now. So we don't have to have it say website. It could be, let's say your solution is helping people grow business fast. So it could be grow business fast instead of website. Instead of wasting that website, that text words for something that's not helping you really help brand yourself, it could be grow fast. Grow your business fast, and then it's a link to your website. Okay, so you can change that up and customize that. Think about different ways that'll help the search engine know and understand what you are, and also help people realize what you could actually deliver to them. So this is what a customized channel looks like. You see that banner image in DIY Creators? He is the same across everywhere. You also see he's got a video spotlight, so he's showcasing his latest video. He again did a trailer video, but he decided on a video spotlight because he wants people to see what the latest information is that he has posted. But you can see he's got playlists underneath, which are helping him organize exactly the information and see how they're titled, like in the instance there right in the middle where it says DIY build and furniture. So understand this is YouTube SEO. First, it's a great experience. So YouTube search engine optimization, it's a great experience for somebody looking, because now if all I want to know about is DIY building and furniture, I can go to this portion of his channel and I can just binge watch all the way across all of these episodes here and all of these videos and just hit that arrow and do the same some more. But it also, as YouTube is going out, YouTube search bot and Google search bot, when somebody is searching for, hey, I'm looking for DIY build and furniture, and this is the exact match. Remember what I said about relevance? Now you have a chance to show up higher. So you see that having playlists underneath, or those bookshelves, which I sometimes call them, gives them a chance to say even deeper, to see that deep connection with what it is that they're actually searching for. Now, after you have organized your channel, you can start creating video. And as you create video, right, you need to make a big decision. Is it professional? Like there in the left, you really need to make sure that it is pristine. Maybe you're a brand, an education academic brand, maybe a scientific or a medical brand. So this is really important for you to be able to show people that you are very professional and very crisp and very clear. All right. But maybe you're more of a brand to the right that needs it, I mean, instantly, right? We're all about instant, authentic, no matter how raw it is. We want to know before everybody else knows. We are interested in the fly on the wall, right? So as you think about who your best target audience is, what is it that they want to see? Are they interested in needing the more professional, which helps set up more of your brand awareness and your brand and authority building? Or is it to the right where there's more authentic connection, more transparency? So what is it that they need from you? All right, that's important for you to know that about your business. We need to do all the heavy lifting in being able to know who our best customer and best target audience is. So then the next question we need to ask ourselves is, what's the story that we want to tell on YouTube? All right, what is it that we want them to know about us? And truly, how do we want them to feel when they're done seeing the information that we've provided? Do we want them to feel excited or hopeful, or do we want them to feel anxious or upset? Okay, so again, what is it that you want that story to be? What is the purpose of the video, right? What does it look like for success? Look like, sound like, and feel like for that video to do what you want it to do. And then who's the star of the video? Is it your customer? Is it you? Is it the business? Or is it a product that you have? What is it that, who is it that is actually the star of the video? So it's important for us to know that too, because now we need to make that the center of everything that we're showcasing to our customers or to our audience. All right, I see a question here. Do you have to make a DIY demo? No, you don't have to. I'm only using this as an example, Terry. All right, so it's only an example. That's his business. It's his DIY creators, so that's his business. Just like mine will be about growing business, and accountants will be about bookkeeping and maybe what you can do after April 15 to get ready or prepare for October 15. That's going to be different, specific to your industry. So of course, you're the industry expert, and that's what you're going to exude on your channel. But you need to know what the purpose is of your channel and the stories that you're going to tell. So what's the purposes or the purpose of the videos that you're putting on your channel? Now, there are different kind of stories you can put. There's a business story, right? The who, what, why, when, where. We can also do a product story here where we talk about our service or our benefits, and really we go and delve into it. It could be a promotional, so we're talking about new products and giving them a chance to see what's coming in. We know that 4 out of 5 videos that are watched on YouTube are unboxing videos. So people are interested in knowing products and all the different features behind it and what it benefits, and getting that closer look, because we don't want buyer's remorse by us buying something and all of a sudden it comes shipped in and it's 3 times smaller or 10 times bigger than what we thought it was going to be. Okay, so this is really important for you to know that you could do promotional stories as well. But the best story that I like to share with people to tell is really the hero story, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So I see there's a question here. Oh, perfect, Chris. That's wonderful. See, I love to see networking in there. So Chris is interested in what Terry is talking about. Said, should I shoot portrait or landscape video? Google says I need to have both versions. I want to use them in my ads. Yes, you do need to use and have 2 different versions in your ads, because understand your ads could show up in YouTube Shorts, especially if they're short, 60 seconds or under, which most of our ads are, or they could be in horizontal format. That's why Google wants to see that in both, because people could be watching long form video, like let's say my dishwasher just stopped working, and so all of a sudden, because people go to YouTube when they want to know something, right? They want to know something or learn something, and they want to do something, so they're going in there taking a look, and they'll need horizontal, but then in YouTube Shorts they will need vertical. All right, so the best story that you could tell right here. Hello. Yes, you are going to get a copy of this. Are you going to do this again? yes, get with the Google partners, but you will also get a replay of this as well as a copy of the actual handout. Let me go ahead and share that again with you here in the, let me drop that link since we're past that slide right there if you need a copy of it, okay? All right, so you want to look at the best story, which is the hero story. It's a really easy story to tell. Okay, so let me tell it to you. For example, let's pretend I'm an independent insurance agent and I'm going to tell you the hero story in an independent insurance agent. I'm going to tell you, hey, I was 8 years old and there was a knock on the door and my father went to go answer the door. My father's an insurance agent and it was a family whose this house had burned down. They luckily got out with all that they needed, but they lost everything. And they were coming to thank my father because had it not been for his diligence and keeping them really accountable to putting their list and doing this, they would have lost everything. And when I saw them hug my father and how much relief that gave them in a moment that was so stressful, I knew at that moment I wanted to be an insurance agent. My name's Maria Duran. I'm a property and casualty insurance agent 555-1212. So it could be that hero story. It starts with once upon a time, suddenly, luckily, happily ever after, right? It's the 5-year-old storyline. Once upon a time, there's a knock on the door. When you tell a story to adults, do not tell them, I'm about to tell you a story. That's an automatic message and code to us to just turn off because somebody's going into their vacation photos and I don't want to hear a story. We as young children want to hear stories, but as adults, we know how long adults can get in their storytelling, so we want to shut it off. So just drop them into the action. That's what movies do. You see it all the time. Just drop them right in. They have no context, but you drop them into the action. So once upon a time, but I didn't say it out loud. It's just my guiding post as I go through a story. Luckily, or suddenly something happened. Once upon a time, suddenly, luckily, and happily ever after. So you could use your 30 seconds just like I did in doing that, or you could use the standard, hey, I'm Maria Duran, I'm a property and casualty insurance agent, and I can help you insure your home, your vacation home, your ranch, your boat, your RV, any of your toys like your jet skis, and make sure that you are well taken care of. If anything happens from fire to accident, give me a call. My name is Maria Duran, 555-1212. Not inspiring, not a story, just a whole lot of vomiting of different facts. So for you, what is it that you tell in your story? What are you doing in your first 5 to 15 seconds? Because you need to capture them in the first 5 to 15 seconds. If you do any TikTok videos, we know with TikTok videos, if you don't in the 0.25, so 0.25, not even a second, if you don't drop in with something that's capturing either opposite of what you're talking about or that's kind of provocative, then it's hard to keep people's attention. So what are you doing in the first 5 to 15 seconds to capture them? Because that's a whole lot of time. And then how are you delivering that compelling call to action? Are you giving them the next step? Because that's important too. We get all caught up in different things. We get distracted. Doorbell's ringing, dog went over here and didn't need to do that. Somebody's in trouble, so we need to step away. And then we come back to something and we don't remember exactly why we were there. So a call to action lets them know, click here, review our blog, sign up here, download this PDF, watch this next video. It gives them a next thing to do, okay? So it helps put that strong story together, but also drives them to something that will help us take them along and do what we want them to do next that we consider successful, okay? Hey, I wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to our sponsor, Shortform, which is a wonderful tool to help you be able to work smarter, not harder, by being able to take tremendous amount of information and get to the actual gist of it. Really, all of the key points from blog publications to articles to actual videos in YouTube to books. You have all of that available to you through Shortform, and I've got a free trial available for you utilizing this link. Every week I do the Google update, which every Wednesday the audio format comes out in our free community, and then on Thursdays you get it by email. How I'm able to do that, because I look at 65 to 70 different sources, again from video to actual articles and publication, is I'm able to utilize Shortform to help summarize and look at exactly what is the key points that would be of most interest to me and whether or not I should delve in deeper so that I can apply how you can actually apply that as a small business and content creator, making the most use of an update for you. I utilize Shortform. Feel free to use this link for your free trial. If you decide to subscribe also using that link, you'll get 20% off, which is great because for the price of one book, you have access to all of this, and it truly is very focused and complete. It is the best tool that I get to use, and I wanted to share it with you. Thank you again to Shortform for sponsoring many of the audios in this video. Okay. All right, let me look here. There's some questions here. Remember what I said, if it's about a sentence to write, I can't read that quick enough, but I'll ask you to save those to the end. All right, so that way we can keep things flowing, and I will definitely make sure I answer it at the end. So do know that I will hang out and answer that at the end, okay? Let's see. My YouTube channel could be your overall business, and then the brand can be my name. Absolutely. Yes, it can. Or you can have several channels in a business. So sometimes businesses have a lot of different things in different channels. So it could be that as well. Okay. You're very welcome. You're welcome. Not the vacation photos. Absolutely. Chris, I'm telling you, once an adult says, oh, I got a story I'm going to tell you. I'm serious. I can see it when I'm in backstage at events and one of the speakers or presenters will say, okay, I got a story to tell you. I can look out at the cloud, and at that moment, all of a sudden, this is what happens. They check out. And that's what we do as adults. All right, common production techniques. We can do selfie. We know how to do those. Just quick shot, backdrop, so that we can change the backdrop. We can do a voiceover. So if you don't want to show up on camera, you don't have to. Just take some snaps, take some video, cut out the original video sound, and now you can do a voiceover. So you don't have to appear. You could do top down. It's just like what it sounds like, top down. So if I've got my phone and I'm looking at it like this, I'm doing a top down of what I'm actually looking. The point of view is me looking down at something, or the person looking down. You can just point or shoot. It could be in action as well. You can also put text overlays there. So there's lots of things that you can do to even animate. And we've seen people be super creative on TikTok and Instagram, right? On Reels and Stories. So you can see lots of examples there at that link at the bottom left there. It can take you there, and hopefully you'll get some creative inspiration there. The thing to remember when you're shooting is look behind you, everybody. Look behind you. We've gone through enough years now and everything that happened in 2020 that we've seen plenty of people come out of bathrooms and not completely dressed that they needed to do. We have seen everybody's bed unmade, or their cats going crazy and their dogs in the background. So take a look behind you. What's the entire shot that's being taken in there? All right. Think of what the experience like for somebody who's looking at that. What's the impression they get? Because those impressions, they're lasting. And then also lighting. You know, are you in dark shadows there, so you're just kind of being kind of like mysterious and creepy in the corner? Or do you need lighting? Now understand, there are ring lights, and for those of you with glasses, you know, you've seen the ring light. I wear glasses, and I've seen the ring light and the reflection there. I happen to use Lume Cubes on two corners here because I've got 3 screens in front of me. I got 2 right here at the corner because I happen to be in the corner. The best lighting is natural lighting, and my window's way over there, so I'm not going to get any natural lighting. So I've got to do something a little bit different to bring in that visibility so there's clarity. But the most important thing that you can do is sound. Sound is critical. We can be forgiving if you're in the dark shadows there, or man, your bed looks unmade and it looks terrible back there, but we're not forgiving of sound. If it's crunchy, if it's cutting in and out, we are not happy campers at all, and we will leave that channel or that video in a heartbeat. Understand that West Texas wind does do a number on microphones. So just listen to that. Even the microphone within your camera, I mean your phone, it can be something else where people will leave because it's just too much whoosh, or there's too much crinkly that's happening, or something happening with your hair or your earrings up against your actual pods. So keep that in mind. Also understand the environment that you're in. A lot of times I go to San Diego Comic-Con, and I will actually do some lives from the floor of San Diego Comic-Con. Now there's 100,000 people on San Diego's Comic-Con floor. So, and I'm all of 5 foot. Most people around there are walking at least 5'9", 5'10". So I'm getting to see and hear a lot of backpacks and bags. So I've got an actual microphone that mics here right here at the bottom for this camera and or for this phone, and this one it's all wireless, so this one has no more connection here. So I have that wireless too, so that way sound is coming across, because I know I can show a lot of different things where you're just seeing the 5-foot view, but this 5-foot sound is not what people want to hear. Okay, now if you need sound or music, do know that YouTube has an entire audio library of royalty free music that you can use that is copyright free. So if you're looking for that quick snappy sound, that more corporate sound, the more want sound that you're looking for, you can find that in YouTube's audio library and use that to your advantage, so you don't have to worry about something not showing up for people because of copyright. Right now, when you're adding your video, remember what I said up there at the top right button, you'll see create, or that icon. You can go ahead and go to the YouTube Studios actual link, and now you're going to go ahead and upload the video. And now you can upload that and select those files. Once you've done that, you've got to put a title. Remember to think like your best customer thinks. All right, your target audience, think like they think. And what is it, the words that they're going to use? Use that in your title, or use the actual title. Like today, I have to use the title, use YouTube to grow your business, because that's the title of the actual session. But then when we go to the description, be really cognizant of utilizing people's words. We need to use their words. For example, if you're talking about, okay, this is the latest in pediatric dentistry, and somebody's searching for, how do I straighten my 13-year-old's teeth? They don't match. They are strings of characters and words to Google, even AI. They don't really realize yet what that is, and you might not show up high because you're using words like pediatric dentistry, and that's not showing anywhere in your target audience their request to hey Google, hey Alexa, or looking on YouTube. And then your thumbnail too. We know that thumbnails, we're very visual people, that thumbnails need to be eye-catching and not overloaded with a lot of text, or just something that's kind of cryptic, because it needs to be able to capture our attention. There's so much video out there that we need to be able to stand out. Now with the video elements, you can add subtitles. I encourage you to do this. 64% of us listen and look at things and videos online with sound off all the time. We could be just like this. We're in a meeting and then we're over here looking, right? So we don't have the sound on. We don't want the embarrassing situation, but we need those subtitles and those captions to be able to draw us in and see, this is one I'm going to save for later. I'm going to turn up the sound on this one. I want to know a little bit more. The end screen is just like what it sounds. It's that end screen. Tell them what to do next. Do you want them to watch another video? Is it time to hop over here because they looked at how to set up your home studio, and now the next is how to choose the camera, how to choose the fabric at the back. So you've outlined that particular thing that you're doing. That way it could be, let's say that you are selling clothing. You're selling clothing. So it could be you're not making the clothing, you're selling the clothing. So it could be that you start with, all right, these are some of the amazing colors that we have and what the colors mean. This is a sneak peek of what's coming in the back room. So we're opening a box where some new different designs are coming in. It could be any of those things that we're actually showcasing, right? And then cards pop up during the actual video to tell them, like if there's a link that we talk about, and say, hey, there's a great checklist on how to do videos on my website here. So then you show up the card with your website. So you're taking them to different places and giving them the visual that's going with your words. And we are definitely kinesthetic people. We learn by visual and also by audio, hearing. That's the best way. When we can touch, now we're golden. We really have something that we can burn into and remember in our minds. Now you'll see, as you're adding this, you'll see the status. All right, are things working? Everything, there's no copyright issues. Now you get a chance to either save it or you can publish it in private. Now understand, when you publish it in private, that it only can be open to the people that you add their email address there to. Those are the only people who could open it, which is sometimes confusing. So my mom's part of a group and they send videos out to her email, but she has another email she also utilizes to see YouTube. So when she goes to her private videos, she thinks it's broken when it says she can't see the video, or that she's been booted out of something, and it's not true. She hasn't. It's because she's in the wrong actual account. The private account is for, or the private video is only shown to those people it was shared with. Unlisted is the best way to go if you don't want people to find it, because it's youtube.com, your channel, and a bunch of gibberish. It's hard for people to guess what that next gibberish will be. So keep that in mind too, that you can keep it unlisted, and instead of of, which is what I do with videos a lot of times, instead of people having to be added in by their email address, now they can just click the link, but because they have the specific link, they're able to do that. Or it could be public. Maybe you have a specific time. You'll see there that it's public, so you need to publish it every Thursday. So you have a schedule. You'll see underneath, you can actually schedule that. So all of that's available to you. Plus, it's already set up with the URL to share on WhatsApp, all of these social places. Plus, you can share it you can share it in the links of your Instagram profile, one of those 5 links. You can share it there to give people a chance to know that they could see more and see your actual library. And that's important for us to keep in mind. I was working with a business because we know that people go to mobile first, 84% when they want to know, go, do, or buy. And they found that most people, they're reaching more people through YouTube. So a lot of people will repurpose their video. They'll do a TikTok video, then you'll see them put it into Instagram, and then they'll share it within YouTube. And then even their Google business profile, because you could do all of that. But what this business was finding is that really most of their best customers, and because of the volume, 50 billion people, they were actually building their videos for YouTube first. So they were debuting in YouTube first, and they were repurposed in TikTok and Instagram, because they know that could be very, very quick, and it might just be a flash or a moment that they get to be seen. And this is their actually evergreen bank where they're always seen than their YouTube channel. So you can find out more about shorts. There's a chance right there to just see what it looks like when you just get the gibberish unlisted, and actually it's usually longer when you have an unlisted video, so it's a lot longer, much more complicated to try to figure out. But for YouTube Shorts, this is a great way for you to show up where a lot of eyeballs are, right? So Google and YouTube's favor actually is given to Shorts right now, as it's pushed more to people who are looking for quick information, because we know that people are consuming information that quick. They're coming off of TikTok or Instagram Reel and Stories, and they want quick info. So in order to do that, you might think that you could actually take a long form video and do it into 15 to 30 second snippets, and it's promoting your long form video, but you're doing it in shorts. Now you want to put content, a little bit of content, so it could be, earlier we talked about you put a text overlay there on your YouTube short, and now it drops them then to the conversation and then a call to action at the end to watch the entire video. So it could be promoting your long form video. So you could use it to leverage it that way. It also could be a place for you to give quick tips, just like you would on TikTok or Instagram Reel, okay, Reels or Shorts, or Stories. So you could do that there. You could highlight products, give them the behind the scenes. That's all the things that you can do within TikTok and Instagram Reel and Stories. You can do that within YouTube Shorts. You can put tags, you can remix, you can look at your analytics, and definitely look at your analytics, because if people are only watching 15 seconds or 8 seconds and you are spending a lot of time doing videos that are 30 seconds long, then it's time to rethink that, because nobody's watching those last, after the 8 or 10 seconds, no one's watching the additional 20 seconds or 22 seconds. So why are you wasting time with that? Really get to be an expert on your audience and what is it that they need. So as I said, you could promote it and use your short for hooks to promote them into, maybe you have a whole series, maybe you have a whole playlist underneath that you put together that is about how they can actually decorate for Halloween. So you've got a whole series, and now you're going to do some shorts about, okay, this is a jack-o'-lantern, and this is a great, a great cauldron that you can use to hand out candy with. So you could do all those different things, but still draw them into a longer form video. The important thing with shorts is, just like with TikTok or Reels or Stories, it's got to be snappy. You've got to remember that it's got to be in the short story form, okay? So keep that in mind. The first and the last bullet points are the most important ones, because you do need to hook them and bring them in. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time with all of this, because you're going to have this in the handout. And if you don't have the handout, if you jumped in late, no worries. I'm going to drop it right in the chat. That's how you can get the handout. It'll be available till we finish up the session. So you can remember, calls to action, you can do offers, and you can really see what it is that they need. So I'm going to leave this here. These are more notes for you to be able to put this together if you decide to start doing YouTube Shorts. Now, if you're creating YouTube content and you are a content creator, let's say you're a blogger and now you're taking your blog into video format, you can utilize and go to YouTube creators right here, youtube.com/creators/shorts for shorts, or youtube.com/YouTube creators to get more detail and more information that'll help you in becoming even better in showcasing your actual content experience. All right, now I said I would talk about video, but let me go ahead and drop, or ads, I'm sorry, real briefly on what you can get for free. But I am going to go ahead and drop a YouTube channel here so that we can take a look at this. All right, let me bring this up real quick. There, and then I'm going to take us to a channel so you can see what everything looks like, because I've shown you on slides, but to me it's always much more meaningful when you can see it live, all right, and in person. So I've just got to make it bigger because I know I'm broadcasting. All right, so this is what the back end of YouTube looks like in YouTube Studios, right? So you can take a look here at your content. You can see exactly what's happening with your content, who's actually looking at your content. You can see all this information. But remember what I said about customization? So in customization, you see I've got a channel trailer, I've got a featured video, and then shorts, that's by default comes up here, but you see how I can grab here and drop and drag this all along? I've got a playlist that's about market and moments. I've got a playlist about your Google business profile, because people search for Google business profile, local SEO, and local marketing a lot, okay? I also have a playlist for your personal brand, a playlist about how to optimize your Google business profile. Again, and look how I'm putting 2024, because some people know, YouTube's been around, Google's been around for 25 years now. So people know that there's old information out there, and they want to have the latest, try to say that too fast, have the latest and the greatest. So this is what they're doing. They're actually looking for something in 2024. And then you also have featured channels, so friends that you like to highlight and showcase. So you see that's exactly what that looks like laid out at the back end of the channel. Then you can have your branding here, so you can put your picture, your banner image, which changes to any device, which is nice. If you want a watermark there that shows up with all your videos by default, you can do that. You can also have a lot of information by default, so when you're uploading a video, you don't have to put this all in. You might have above this area, this section right here, you might actually have all the information that they need on this particular video, and now here's all the details about you as a brand. Then you've got your channel URL, you see, and you've got your links. You see how I changed this link, where this is the website link right here, and I changed it to ready to be seen, because there's no reason to use the text website. They know that this is a website here. I can just use ready to be seen. I can also use get found. I could put ready to grow. You get the gist of that you can actually brand that to yourself, okay? And make it part of what people are searching for, so you're more highly visible that way. Make sense? All right, I just wanted you to see that. Oh, before I leave that, hold on. Let me go back to it. Because I want you to see the analytics too. Look at your analytics, because this gives you a chance to see exactly what's working and what's not working, and when you need, and what you need to learn from cutting stuff off or adding stuff on. Okay, really get to know that customer and listen to them by their behavior, because they're telling you by their investment in time what matters most to them and what they would like to see more or less of. Okay, all right, everybody. Now, when we talk about ads, real quickly, there are different kinds of ads, 6 seconds, 15 seconds. You wouldn't think there would be a lot in 6 seconds, but we've all waited past that 6-second ad and wondered, oh my gosh, how long is this going to be? So we know things are moving quickly now, and the expectation is for it to move quickly. So you see the 6 or the 5 different types of ads there to the right. There's 15 to 20 seconds are really full ads. So the 6-second ad is what's known as a bumper ad. And it's just like it sounds. It's on both ends of a video. So it's the bumper. The front end and the back end is where you'll see a 6-second ad. So it's really towards the front where you see that people really are focused, because they're waiting for their video to come up and they're making a decision to skip or not skip. So a bumper ad you cannot skip. But this is my favorite ad to share with you guys, because this is where we can get the most bang for our buck, and that's skippable. So we know that when in a few seconds, 6 to 15 seconds, we get the little skip ad, right? So we click on it and we skip the ad. We don't want to see the ad. So for us as businesses that have skippable ads, when they click skip ad, we don't have to pay. We only pay when they watch the full ad. So when they watch it all the way through, watch at least 35 seconds, which you don't get before the skip ad comes up. You don't get 35 seconds. It's not that long at all. It feels like it, but it's not. So now they skip the ad. But if you put all of your branding in the first 5 to 15 seconds, so your name, your website address, who do you serve? I mean, you're now being very, very quick and putting that at the very front, giving them good visuals and good sound of what is it that they need to know about your business. Even if they skip, you have now gotten 5 to 15 seconds of free visibility and free advertising on YouTube. And people come back to that because not only do you get the skippable ad here, but you also get, see that banner hanging on the right hand side, you get the companion banner. So the first thing to the right when people are looking there or when they're looking at suggested videos is your actual banner of your business, regardless of if they skipped or not. So if they didn't skip, it's there. If they skipped, it's there. So if they leave and they skip the ad, you still get some great visibility. So for you, that's a great place for you to test some things too. Again, do not do ads unless you feel that you are ready to showcase what it is that you have. But if you're not clear on who you serve and what you provide and why it should matter to them, and not in features but in benefit language, so you need to know the words of your target audience, then do not do ads, because that's a lot of money to just promote confusion and chaos. Okay, so your next step for some could be to create your channel. All right, hey Risa, so good to see you. Or it could be to upload videos you've been meaning to, or you need to go in there and organize it. You've been just using the shorts and the default uploads. And so now to everybody looking in, it looks like, okay, they're kind of basic. They're not quite there yet. What is it that they're really going to do? They're not completely sold on you yet because you've not really put your channel together like you want to. Do that. Create the videos that you need to, and then look at the other resources like I was sharing with you, YouTube Shorts, or all the different links that are in the handout. Okay, so you've got the handout. Please utilize that to help you as you go through your journey on what you need to do next. Now, if you've gone through this and you've decided, Maria, I want to do none of that. I want this, but I don't want to be the one in charge of it. I'm not going to be the videographer. I'm not going to be the script writer or the storyboarder. It's not me. That's okay. You can find somebody who will help you, the creative partner, so they can help you in managing your channel, putting out video, and they can also help you with ads. So if you're looking for that, just like we heard somebody asking, ads is asking for vertical and the horizontal form, because it might want to present your ad on YouTube Shorts or in actual long-form video. Okay. All right. Now, the next question is the most important, because your time is valuable. So what is it that you're going to apply that you learned today? Because knowledge isn't powerful until it's applied. And either today was great edutainment, entertainment, great factoids, something that's neat to know, but what is it that you need to be able to take that next step to utilize YouTube as a tool for you? Or even in deciding, is it something that you want to use? Or is it something that you're going to hire somebody to, and you need to have a checklist of questions that you're going to ask them and make sure that they know, you at least know exactly how you want some of the basic things laid out within YouTube. So what is it going to be? Okay. Oops, went backwards. Again, if you have any questions at all that I didn't answer that you want to delve in deeper, these are your local Google partners, and I bring them up because you think about who invited you or who's close to your region, because they have the team members and the focus to help you. That's their business, is in your success, and they're a part of your local community. So they may have local vendors, local resources, and I'm all about working with local businesses. So I absolutely want you to spend money or do things with your local business. So take a look here and see who is local to your area, because they are the ones who can support you. And I'd love for them to. How do I SEO my video to target the right keywords? All right. So how can you target the right keywords? Great question. It's really understanding the words that people are using. Understand that Google really leans into the user or the searcher's experience and wants to know what they're looking for. So it's paying every attention to what people say, hey Google, hey Alexa, or what they're typing or texting in, or what they're telling AI to do, right? So they could be texting or talking to AI and telling them what to search for. So think about exactly what is it, the words that people use when they're talking about your product, service, or solution, and when they need that. And then I want you to take one step back from that, okay? So when I say one step back, they're looking right now, but that's the looking zone. So when I take one step back, What does it look like before they're in the looking zone? For a real estate agent, it could be they just had a baby. It could be they got married. It could be that they have a child 16 years old, just got a vehicle, and in a couple years they're going to graduate from high school. So things are going to happen in the nest that they're going to need a real estate agent. You really know your business best, so you know how long and how early enough you have to position yourself as an advisor and a trusted source. If you can do that when they get into the looking zone, even better. Now they go to you because they'll step over dollars to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. But keep on thinking, what do they look like beforehand, and what words do they look like? What information do they need? Okay? That's really important. Now, there are a lot of other tools. I'm going to drop those too. You can utilize g.co/trends. You can utilize the keyword planner. Ooh, try to say that too fast again. You can utilize the keyword planner within Google Ads. You can use all of those for free to find out the words that people are utilizing to search you and your competitors. And we actually talk about that in depth and reach customers online. Now, if you don't have a Google partner anywhere close to you, then I would love to be able to be and connected with you. At 4:30 every Wednesday that I do a webinar Wednesday, I pop into our membership and I do Q&A there. I cover some of the highlights of what we talked about, and then anything Google. I answer any questions there. And I also do a lot of video walkthroughs. So if that matters to you and would be helpful to you and you do not have a Google partner, feel free to reach out to me. But remember, your Google partners are 100% free, and I'm one person. So that's why there is a membership that's paid, because it is a membership. Now, I will also model this. If I've been helpful to you, I would love a review. You don't have to give it, but I am modeling for you that anytime you provided good service or done something good, that you ask for a review, because people will leave you a review if you ask. And a lot of times they'll leave you a better review if you ask them, okay? All right, and this is how you can connect with me, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording.